This one you may have seen coming. This is like a big one because this is like a series of dominoes. August 1st, in D.C., a federal grand jury indicted President Trump over alleged efforts to overturn the election.
I'm shocked and appalled. Yeah.
Are you shocked?
All right. No. Another one of these things. You know, when I went off the grid last year was the Mar-a-Lago raid, and then when I came back, actually, and Larry Elder was the guest host, the Mar-a-Lago raid, I think, was like the first week of August, right? And then I came back, he tells me about the whole thing, and I was like, you know nothing's going to happen with this. Like,
well, maybe...
So what? What's going on now? Another indictment?
Hold on. We'll get to it. We're going to do these in chronological order.
Yeah, okay.
So that was a kind of a very big one, and this is in D.C., and obviously with a D.C. jury, it's going to be very tough for any Republican, including President Trump.
So he's got the federal case, he's now got the D.C. case, the New York... Okay.
Well, this is the big one. Trump and 18 others were indicted in Georgia.
Oh, so the Georgia thing,
including RICO charges. Part of this, let me read you out the names of the 19 people.
Okay.
Some of them are names I don't know. One, so President Trump, who is going to be arrested. I'm not joking. He's going to be arrested Thursday in Georgia.
They are actually saying he's going to be arrested,
no, he
not
is saying,
just...
I'm going down to Georgia to surrender on Thursday. He is going to be arrested, okay?
Man,
there's questions if he's going to have a mugshot.
What a show. What's next season? Yeah.
We got others. John Eastman, his attorney. Now, here's the other thing. As Chris Christie knows very well, I'm not being glib here. These prosecutors know if they get your lawyer to flip, that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Because your lawyer, attorney-client privilege is sacrosanct in American law usually.
Yeah.
You tell your lawyer what you did or like, hey, how do we work around this? They've got the goods. So they flipped John Eastman. He's being charged.
Wait, sorry, one question. What's the date on this? Where are we at chronologically? Because now I'm sort of amazed because this is obvious. I can see why this is the big one.
The charges went down on August 14th. And they're going to Georgia this week to turn themselves in and be arrested. John Eastman is one of them. Here's a name that you're going to be very familiar to you, Mark Meadows.
Oh.
You just ran into his brother.
I ran into his brother at the airport yesterday.
Yeah. So Mark Meadows...
I didn't talk to him. I know nothing.
No,
he just said he likes the show.
I was in the rainforest.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Former chief of staff. Here's another name, Sidney Powell. Rudy. So my position is they've been at it for Rudy for a long time because he proved that you don't have to have high crime rates and poverty in these cities. That these cities, New York was considered ungovernable. He showed that when you have these out of control cities, you guys want this. This is by design, and they've never forgiven him for it.
All right, so who else is in this thing? So basically what the idea, though, is that they want to get all these people to flip on Trump. Like that's
well, not only that,
so
apparently Rudy's been flipping, they've been pointing the finger at Sidney Powell because the Rudy approach to 2020 was very different from the Sidney Powell approach.
Right.
So there's been a lot of finger, and this happens all the time with RICO charges. You get everyone together, and everyone just starts turning the finger, pointing the finger at each other, and you can't blame them.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I going down with the ship when this lunatic did the crime when I didn't do anything? I rented a room. 5 other lawyers, I'm going to go through their names. They are not familiar to me for them. Jeffrey Clark, I was not familiar with him. Kenneth Cheeseborough, Ray Smith, Robert Chesney, and here's someone that you are quite familiar with, a certain Jenna Ellis. Wasn't she the one who went after you publicly?
Yeah, she went after me publicly when we announced we were having kids, but she actually personally apologized to me.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, and I accepted her apology, and we're good on that. I can't speak to her legal expertise or that sort of thing.
David Schaefer, who was former chairman of the GOP, a Georgia State Senator Sean Still, and 3 other names, and of course President Trump is the 19th person. And he's looking at, I think it's something like 700 years with all these charges.
I mean, doesn't it seem to you that they're just going to keep... I don't know if there's anything else still in the docket because it seemed like Georgia was the big one. But okay, so a D.C. one I missed on August 1st. Now you're telling me the Georgia one, which we knew was coming. But haven't they already said that the trial for the federal case, isn't it in... It's next April or something, right?
They want it
so it's
soon.
like right before Super Tuesday. It's like they want all of this shit to make everyone crazy.